All right, we are ready to go. Manchester United have reportedly agreed a deal to sign Harry Maguire for a reported around £80 million. Jesus Christ! This is breaking news in the last hour or so. I've seen it in the Sun, and I thought I'd react to it. I'm out at this moment in time, so the video isn't the usual setup that I do. But so just bear with this video. But it is a lovely, beautiful day outside, and I'm actually fairly happy with the fact that Manchester United are signing another centre half. Since we didn't sign one last year and our defence was absolutely woeful, it does improve Manchester United's defence. Now, my preferred option would have been Matthias de Ligt, but unfortunately Manchester United couldn't get that deal over the line due to the fact that we're not in the Champions League, and Koulibaly was just so expensive. They would have been my number one and number two. Ruben Dias would have been another one. The Portuguese centre half would have been another one that I would have liked, but it looks like we're going for Harry Maguire now. The fee is just way too much. There's no way I would pay more than about 40-50 million for the England international. Now, he's definitely an improvement on Jones and Smalling, yes, definitely. But where does that leave 2-1 Zabi? I'm not too sure whether he's going to go out on loan again. It would be disappointing considering he played decent for Manchester United yesterday against Perth Glory, and I think he could get a decent number of games. But you look at the amount of defenders Manchester United got. We played 4 centre halves in that game yesterday, and that didn't include Lindelof and Bay as well. So if Harry Maguire is, which it does look like it is happening, it says that the Sun say that he's going to go have his medical tomorrow. So I think you've got to believe that this is almost a done deal for Manchester United. You really have got to believe that, considering that they're basically putting their neck on the line, saying that it's pretty much a done deal. So I think it is going to happen now. It seems that Man City have pulled the plug on it, and on the fact that he's so expensive and they didn't want to go for him. Well, Man City have got a pretty strong defence even without signing him. So Manchester United definitely need him more. So we've got to pay more money to get him, because we need someone at centre half. It's just that is a position that Manchester United need to sort out. And what the reports are saying in the last 24 to 48 hours is that Harry Maguire is Manchester United's top target at this moment in time to get the deal done for him. And then we're going to move on to midfield options after that. And it seems that Manchester United still want another couple of midfielders. Longstaff and Bruno Fernandes are the main two. But Christ, if Manchester United get this Harry Maguire deal over the line, we will have spent a shit ton of money already. And I'm not sure. I mean, it worries me. I would be happy if Manchester United got the Harry Maguire deal done and then got Bruno Fernandes over the line as well. I think that would be a decent summer for Manchester United. Our back four would definitely have improved massively with the signing of Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire. Our midfield would have improved with more goals from Bruno Fernandes, and we would have added a young, attacking, fast player in Daniel James who could do something. My only worry is probably still could do with another midfielder, and whether we need another striker or not when Lukaku goes, because it does look like that's going to happen. Will we score enough goals in that position? But Bruno Fernandes would definitely add goals to Manchester United. Scored an abundance, already scored 2 in pre-season for Sporting, so it would definitely massively upgrade our team. It really would. I mean, probably if Harry Maguire gets over the line, then probably our weak link would be Luke Shaw, who was actually Player of the Year last year. We did have a few ropey games, was decent at times as well, but our defence would massively improve. It would be interesting to see if it is Lindelof and Maguire as the 2 centre halves next season, or will Bay stay fit, or will Smalling keep a place in the team. It will be interesting to see, but I think it does improve our team, and he's probably the best option that Manchester United can get, Harry Maguire. So I'm going to accept that Manchester United can get him. He is probably the preferred choice for England at the moment, Harry Maguire. So he is probably England's main centre back, and you do have to pay a premium for England centre backs. I would have liked to have seen Manchester United get him for around 15 million, but it does seem he's basically forced Leicester's hand in the fact that he's said that in the last 24 hours he said that told Brendan Rodgers he wants to leave Leicester City. So they're probably just holding out for the best fee. If they can get, it does look like about 80 million. I think it's probably 60 million up front, and then whatever else in add-ons. So at least we are doing business this time around. And on the whole, Ed Woodward has pretty much backed these managers. Apart from last season, we've spent a shed load of money. I know Ed Woodward does get criticised for not getting the deals done early enough, and some people say he's not signing players, but Manchester United over the last few years have signed a shed load of players for a shit ton of money. You're looking at Lukaku 75 million, it was Pogba 90 million, nearly 90 million. We've spent obviously big money on Wan-Bissaka, 50 odd million, and now it does look at 18 million for Harry Maguire. So he has spent a fair share of money. Last season, okay, Jose Mourinho wasn't back to the hill, but still spent a shed load of money on Fred last summer. So what wasn't the signing that we thought he could be, but we've spent a shitload of money again. And if we can get Bruno Fernandes, then that will be a shit ton of money that Manchester United have spent this summer. So we will just have to wait and see what happens there. But overall, fairly pleased with this signing. It's probably the best deal we could have got. Not my first choice, probably my fourth choice signing in the centre-back position if you'd given me the options. But it's better to get someone in that's better than what we've got than to keep with what we have got, because at least it will bring us probably at a higher level. It won't bring us close enough to Man City and Liverpool that we would like, but it could hopefully at least elevate us to get at least back in the Champions League and maybe challenge for an FA Cup, a Europa League or a League Cup. And if we can get back in the Champions League this season and win a trophy, I think that will be seen as positive success. It's a young team, growing team. This is a player that's just about to hit his prime, so he could get better. I think he's only 26 years of age. That's the perfect age to get a centre-half. Let me know your thoughts on this transfer that does look like it's imminent for Manchester United, signing Harry Maguire. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.